All right, well, I wanted to thank everybody for being here for Courtney's bachelorette. And I like to call it a Stock the Honeymoon Party. It's not a Stock the Bar Party, it's going to be a Stock the Honeymoon Party, which we'll get to that in a minute. But and I wanted to thank Alex for having me over again to your wonderful place here. And let me ask you a quick question. Who has never been to a pure romance party before, a romance party, anything like this before? Okay, so we have a couple virgins in the room. Awesome, all right. Well, let me start off and tell you, and just the two of you were at my party last time, right?
I was here. Two of you.
Right, pretty. You looked familiar.
I think I had my hair up, no makeup.
Your hairstylist, you changed your hair too much. All right, so let me start off and tell you ladies a little bit about what I am here to do and what I'm not here to do, especially if some of you have never been to a party before, especially a pure romance party by Corinne. So I'll start off and tell you what I am not here to do. I am not here to dive into your personal life and dissect your entire sexual history. Now, you can share that with us and we will laugh with you or cry with you, whatever you need. But I don't want you to feel like you have to divulge your entire intimate life to the room to enjoy a pure romance party. So sit back, relax, sip on your liquid confidence, and speak up as much or as little as you're comfortable doing. But what I am here to do, other than spoil our bride tonight with free goodies, because I don't know if you've heard, you're getting a free shopping spree tonight. Yes, you are getting a free shopping spree. It is based on party sales, so ladies, I may not be telling you about anything, but she might. It is based on party sales, so you're going to get a free shopping spree, free goodies to stock the honeymoon. So other than spoil our bride tonight, and hopefully educate, entertain, and empower you ladies, I'm also here to take the creepiness out of going to those stores, because not all women, but most women do not like to go into those stores, because usually you feel like you're the pervert. There's always some creepy guy in the corner giving you elevator eyes, like, how you doing, right? It's mortifying. You rip a toy off the wall, not knowing what it's going to do, how it's going to feel, if you're going to love it or hate it. You have no idea. You just want to get out. And then there's always an interesting guy behind the counter who puts batteries in it to make sure it works, and then it's vibrating on the counter, right? Never embarrassing. So I'm here to take that whole awful experience away from you. You're going to get to touch and taste and feel and smell, and make an educated decision about anything you want to take home this evening without having a creepy guy in the corner pressuring you. Hello, welcome, come in. Ladies, I'm so sorry, I think I introduced them, but I know I told you my name is Corinne, but this is Jamie and Celestin, and they're consultants here chatting, but I think I introduced them. Welcome, hello. We are just getting started. All right, so I'm here to take that whole awful experience away from you. You're going to get a touch and taste and feel and smell, and make an educated decision about anything you want to take home this evening without having a creepy guy in the corner pressuring you. That's why men are not allowed at our parties. So, with that, I was going to tell you a little housekeeping for the evening. The good news is you get to pay tonight and play tonight. I carry all my inventory with me, so you get to take home everything you want tonight. But if I do run out of something, I will make sure I get it to you within 2 weeks of today's party date, but hopefully that won't be an issue. Hopefully you'll get to take home everything you want tonight. I come pretty well stocked. But if I do have to mail something to you, it will come in a brown padded envelope with my name and your name and nothing else. So it is private, confidential. It doesn't come in a big pink box or anything like that. But again, hopefully that won't be an issue. I pretty much take anything you want to give me in forms of payment except for children. I have 2 of my own. I don't need your firstborn in exchange for a bedroom accessory if you have children. I'm sure they're precious. But I do take credit, debit, or cash. So usually that works for most everybody. And then lastly, ladies, we're all going to Vegas together. I don't know if you've heard, but we are all going to Vegas. I mean, who doesn't love Vegas, right? Especially for a bachelorette party. Basically, ladies, I like to, because Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? So I like to call the shopping room back here Vegas, because you're going to get to come in privately, confidentially, one-on-one, and no one else will know what you take home this evening except for you and I, unless, of course, you're like most women who come out, dump your bag in the middle of the room, and and announce it. But it is private and confidential, of course, until you come out of the room, and then that's up to you. But that is Vegas. What happens there stays there. So the fun part about Vegas is you'll get to go shopping, which you don't want to go shopping in Vegas. You also can book your own party, get information about doing what I do, ask me questions that maybe you didn't want to ask in front of everybody. Whatever you're comfortable doing, we can do in Vegas. Sound good? Yes? Okay. All right, so before we get started, since we're going to be talking about sex, may as well get to know me a little bit better, right? Not many of you know me, and again, we're going to be talking about a sensitive subject, so I was going to share a little bit about me. I have been a pure romance, again, my name is Corinne, by the way, and I'll give you a biblical reference to remember my name at a romance party, so you won't forget it, right? Good stuff. It's like Corinthians, just take off the theans, and now you'll never forget my name. I've been a pure romance consultant about 7 years. It'll be 7 years in the fall, in October. And I was probably like you, or maybe someone that you know. I went to high school, went to college, met my husband, graduated, got a job in corporate America, got married, thought I'd have kids, which I did, and kind of thought that would be my life. You know, I'd just be working, wife, mom, eventually, and juggling it all, as we do as women. And about a year after I was married, I was invited to a Pure Romance party. I had never been to one, never heard of it, and was way too afraid to go by myself. So I brought a girlfriend, and fortunately started drinking wine, or what I like to call liquid confidence. And I drank a lot of wine, and I spent a lot of money, and I had a lot of fun. And I thought, oh my gosh, why do my girlfriends not know about this? They need to know, and why have I not heard about this yet? So I booked a party that night because I knew my girlfriends needed this. So booked a party with a consultant. She came over a few weeks later, had a ton of my friends over, got a ton of free stuff, and thought, this is unbelievable. This is like a no-brainer. Why doesn't everybody do this? Because this is, one, so much fun, and two, I get free stuff for doing it. Yes, please. So I booked another party the next year. It was going to be my annual thing, like my annual girls' night. 'Cause we don't do this enough, right? Just because, get together. I mean, we're not doing it just because we're celebrating tonight. But majority of the parties I do are just because women want to get together and have fun and laugh. So I booked another party the next year. So that was my third party at this point. One I had been to, and two I had hosted in my own home. Still never wanted to sell it. And that was in September of 2006. The next month rolls around, October, and I'm chatting with my husband, and I don't know if any of you in the room can relate. I don't know if any of you have ever been under any kind of financial stress or strain in your lives, but we were. We had a lot of credit card debt. A lot of credit card debt. And I knew making a 3% raise in my job every year was not going to really help us get ahead financially. You know, no change, no change. I knew if I wanted to change, I had to make a change. So I said to him, I'm like, you know, maybe I could do that Pure Romance thing. I love the parties, I love the products, and it looks like fun. And if I'm going to take a second job, I want to have fun doing it. So I got some information, read over it, made a decision pretty quickly, and I'm like, you know, I think I'm going to go for this. This seems like a lot of fun, and what the heck? Why not try it out, right? And if not, I have a lot of fun stuff for me. So, so I purchased my starter kit at the very end of October of 2006 on a credit card. Gotta spend money to make money, right? So probably the best $500 or $600 I ever spent. And I did a few parties that year because it was the end of the year, just November and December left. So I just did a few parties, kind of got my feet wet, and then 2007 blew up for me. Hi, welcome, come in. 2007 blew up for me. I did parties as often as I could. I shared the Pure Romance business. I talked to everybody I could about it. I booked parties. I just did the best I could do. And a lot of great things happened in 2007. I made board of directors with the company, and I've been on a board position every year since. I won 2 free incentive, all expenses paid incentive trips that year from the company. I got pregnant with my first child that year. Good here. Which, by the way, that is not what you're looking for. Nothing here got me pregnant, so you guys are okay. Nothing here will do that. Anyway, so 2008 rolls around. I am working my corporate job. I'm paying off credit card debt. I'm pregnant. I'm getting ready to be mommy to be for the first time. I am a wife. I am, you know, doing Pure Romance parties. I'm juggling it all. That's, again, what we do as women, right? They can't handle that, but we can. So I had my daughter in June of 2008. Took my 3 months maternity leave from my corporate job, and I went back to work. And about 2 months after I returned to work, they let me go. They eliminated my entire department, and needless to say, my position. So there I was, walking out with my box of 6 years working for this company, crying, calling my husband, saying, what are we going to do? I've just lost my job. We have a 5-month-old at home. And he said, you know, we're going to be all right. And I tried my best to believe him at the time. And I decided after I, went home and had a few more good cries, I decided to go ahead and just do Pure Romance full time, because it was really what I loved and it was what I was passionate about. And it was for me, not for someone working for someone else. So that's what I did. I decided to do a Pure Romance full time. And I can tell you, getting let go from my job was one of the biggest blessings ever, because it pushed me to do this even bigger and better than I was. And I can also tell you, about 3.5 years into the business and about $50,000 in credit card debt, I eliminated all of our debt. So I reached my original why of getting into this business, because I always say when you have a strong why, your how is always possible. And my strong why was to pay off the debt, and I did. And now my why, really, ladies, is for the extraordinary things in life. I don't have a boss telling me what to do and when to do it and how to do it, so it's important for me to know why I'm doing what I'm doing. So it's for the extraordinary things in life, for me and my family, my kids, and for ladies that I meet, people like you, because something I say tonight may change the way you feel about yourself, your bodies, your significant other. I mean, I don't know, I think a lubricant can change every woman's life personally, so hopefully that'll change for you tonight. What did you say?
I said amen.
Amen. Thank you, absolutely. So I just kind of share my story, ladies, to kind of let you know where I came from and how I got to where I am today, because I'm very passionate about it. It's my story. So with that, normally after I share my story, women are very curious about the career path that I have chosen. Thank you for my college degree, Mom and Dad. So I created this game for you guys to get free stuff for asking questions that most women want to know anyway, like why this, and how much, and why, and when, and how, and all this kind of stuff. So, do you guys want to play? Do you like free? You want to play? Okay. You like games? Okay. All right. So here's how this game is called Stealing Hearts, and like I said, I created this game because women are very curious about the career path that I have chosen. So you get to ask anything you want about my business right now, and the more questions you ask, the more or every question you ask, you get a card. The more cards you have, the more chances you have to win free goodies from me. Okay. So here are the rules. You can ask me anything you want about my business. Nothing will offend me. You can ask me anything about my Pure Romance business. Just nothing about my sex life. Nothing about the products on the table, because I'm going to tell you about all of those. But anything else you want to ask me, you can ask me anything else, okay? And every time you ask, you get a card. The more cards you have, the more chances you have to win free goodies. Now, what you're drawing from is one of my favorite things actually in the catalog. It's called our date night game. This was created by our founder, Patty Brisbane. She created this game to help aid in connection and communication in the bedroom between you and your significant other. Because sometimes that's the most difficult place to talk about what you want, or what you don't want, or what you like, or what you don't like. So, you'll get to hear a little in a few minutes what some of these cards say if you were playing this in the bedroom with your significant other. And I'll tell you later, I'll tell you later another fun way to play this outside of the bedroom. Okay? All right, so who has a question?
How much does your starter kit cost?
How much does our starter kit? This is a really great question you're asking today.
Two.
Oh. We actually have a fantastic sale that is ending tonight. And we're celebrating our 20th year anniversary, so our kits are 70% off, which is really kind of unheard of. So you can get started anywhere from like, $149 to $810, and there's a couple in between. So there's all different ranges that you can start with. And I can give you some information later if you want to know the exact prices. I saw your hand go up. Oh, no.
Oh, I got two also. How many parties do you
I'm happy if I do about 2 to 4 parties a week is what I like to do. Or, 8 to 12 a month. Yeah.
That was my question.
Oh.
How much do you make per party?
How much do I make per party? It varies, obviously, because every party is a little different. Excuse me. My party average is $1,100. My party average is $1,100. So I make commission on that. Now, as a new consultant, I'll tell you what I made last night. Last night I made $500. A few hours. Got to keep clothes on. So as a new consultant, you can start off at 35% buying discount, you can start off at a 45% buying discount, or you can start at a 50% buying discount. So like, let's say you do a $1,000 party, your profit would be $500 in a few hours. Yeah, so it just kind of depends on what level. Like, Celestin is brand new, and she purchased the Platinum Kit, which is on sale for $810. It's normally $1,500. And it's only $810 right now, so she saw the value in that because she spent a little bit more on the front end, but she's going to be making more on everything that she sells moving forward. Do you see what I'm saying? And you only have one opportunity to buy a kit. So she was very smart and chose, okay, well, I'm going to spend more right now so I can make more in the long run. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so if you were to buy like the 35% buy kit, you can't ever like advance to 50%.
Yes, you can. You can advance. Hi, welcome. Come in. Yes, you can advance depending on basically your team building, if you want to build a team.
Okay.
If you don't ever want to build a team, then no, you can't. So that, again, that's why it's really important to choose carefully
Okay.
with which kit that you want to purchase. But yes, you can over time. But I can tell you it took me about 2 years to build up to 50%. They did not offer a buy-in at 50% when I got started. Yeah.
What's the value in building a team?
Oh, good question. I know. Did you hear her question? Yeah, that's a good. The value in building a team, there's several different tiers of the value. Obviously, there's a monetary value, which is what most women see first. So I make a percentage on everything my team sells, basically, or everything they purchase from the corporate office. I don't want to confuse you, but I make a percentage on. So if they're working and they're doing well, I'm doing well. And then obviously, I didn't get into this to become in the position that I am in, but now it's like I have grown into helping women change their own lives. And, I just never thought I would be in this position in life to be able to help women that way. So I not only help women like with their, empowering women in the bedroom, I also empower them in their own lives with their financial freedom, being more there for their families, being able to, like Jamie, she quit her job. She was in business about a year, right? Yeah. And decided to quit her job and stay home with her kids. She was a teacher, and she was making more with romance than she was teaching, and away from her kids all day. So, she got to make that life-changing decision to be a stay-at-home mom and make more money and see her kids. So there's all different kind of benefits to building a team, but you make money on what your team does, and that obviously is that's a benefit.
I don't know if this is very business, but you mentioned you have a daughter.
Uh-huh.
You
I have 2 kids.
Two, one of them being a girl. How do you think she'll see the career path that you've taken?
Well, I'm really hopeful that she'll admire my determination and my drive and, my entrepreneur spirit, and know she can set out and do anything as a strong female, for sure. Do anything she kind of wants to do. As far as the subject matter of what I do, she's 5 years old right now. So all she knows is that I go do parties. Like, she knows parties are work for me. So when I say I have to go to a party, she knows I'm going to work. She knows I do parties for mommies. She sees everything that you're going to see tonight. She has seen every single thing on this table. But she doesn't know this is a bottle of lubricant, nor does she even know what lubricant is.
Right.
So why would I go, honey, that's a lubricant, give it back to mommy? And she'd be like, what's a lubricant? She just thinks it's a pretty bottle. So I think we as adults freak out about it a lot more than we need to, because she just thinks they're pretty bottles. What little 5-year-old wouldn't love this? Does she know it's an edible lubricant? No. So I'll tell her stuff at the levels that she needs to know. But I'm actually really grateful that I'm doing what I'm doing, because it's going to change the way I raise my daughter, for sure. Because I'm talking to her about her body parts, what they're actually called, educating her and empowering her on her body, because we go to a conference every year, and we have this fantastic speaker, and she's a doctor, and she talks about how in this country there's this epidemic basically where people don't talk to especially their daughters, about their body part. A boy always knows he has a penis. He may call it other things, but he knows it's penis, and he knows the name. Half the times girls don't know this is called a vulva. It's not actually your vagina, it's your vulva. Your vulva's inside, or your vagina's inside. Your vulva's everything on the outside. Most women don't even know that. And most people call it down there, like it's a shameful part of your body. So, or they call it a vajayjay, or they call it, things that really isn't what it is. And if there's no universal language, and this is what I love about what she says, if there's no universal language for us to teach our children, how are they ever going to tell if, God forbid, somebody is touching them inappropriately, if they can't even know what it's called, or how can they say if there's a problem or if it hurts? How can they tell you where something hurts if they don't know what it's called? Other than going down there, that could be a lot of things. But my daughter knows she has labia. She has a labia. She knows it's a vulva. She knows inside it's her vagina, and she's 5 years old. She can tell, you know what I mean? So, to me, I'm so grateful that I get to educate my children in that way. She knows my son has a penis. We don't call it anything else. It's not a wee-wee or a TT or whatever. It's penis. You know what I mean? So, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that, for sure. Because, when I grew up, we called it a tootie. That's what my parents called it. What does that mean? So,
back to what I was asking, how many team members do you have?
In all 4 of my lines that I can potentially get paid on, probably about 255, 260, something like that. It changes, but that's where it is right now. Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
What's my favorite part? Oh my gosh, this is a hard question. My favorite part. Well, I'm not gonna lie, the money isn't bad. But probably my favorite part is knowing I never have to go back to corporate America again. Knowing I have the freedom to do what I want when I want. Knowing I have the freedom to choose my own success or failure. But really, corporate America, I was not really good with office politics.
It's mostly
Was not.
Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't my thing. And the fact that I can just go and do it, I don't have to ask permission. The most thing I got to do is get my kids covered, but You know, like I'm going next week, not this week coming up, but the week after, I'm going to Naples, Florida for the senior board of directors trip, and they're paying for me, flying me down, paying for my hotel, paying for everything. And I just have to get my kids covered, which I have with my parents and my husband between the two of them, and I don't have to ask off, I don't have to ask the boss, I don't have to say, can I go, I don't have to take, I don't have to do any of that. It's like,
She's like,
it's just awesome, it's just so awesome. It is, I mean, she asked what, her question was,
right, exactly. I was like,
her question was my favorite part, so that's it. I mean, I have a lot of favorites, a lot, but that's probably one of my biggest.
How do you find it easiest to market yourself out? Because this is kind of like Avon, right? You have to market yourself out.
Yeah. This is the best way to market myself. Parties are the best place. Parties are the best place to book parties. Parties are the best place to get my name out. Parties are the best. But also I've been in business 7 years almost now, so like I get a lot of repeat, like this is my second party for Alex, you know. So I get a lot of repeat business and referrals at this point, which is awesome. For referrals I love, which is the best, word of mouth is the best form of marketing, you know. If you guys would go to a party and go, oh my gosh, Corinthians, come in, oh my gosh, yeah. She's a party, here's a card, you know. Because I'll give you guys extra cards tonight. I do a monthly newsletter. I don't know if you guys still get it. That I do a monthly newsletter, and it's something I personally create. I send it out once a month. I don't spam you like every day or every week. If something big is going on, you might get a few a month, but usually it's once a month. So I get parties that way, and I market myself that way. I have a Facebook group, a private closed Facebook group. If you guys aren't on it that already are, let me know. Yeah, I know. So there's just other ways, and I'm on Facebook. I'm friends with these girls on Facebook. So yeah.
How long has Pure Rumors been around?
We're celebrating 20 years this year. That's why our kit sale is so fantastic that ends tonight. We're celebrating 20 years this month.
Wow.
So that's why our kit sale is so amazing, because of the 20-year anniversary. So, I don't have any other cards. If anybody has any questions, you can ask. No? Okay. All right. So I'm going to start calling out numbers on your card.
Oh, I've heard so.
And when I call out the number on your card, you get to pick a goodie out of the bag. But eventually I'm going to run out of goodies, and then you get to start stealing from each other like that dirty Santa game at Christmas, and then no one will be friends. But when I call out the number on your card, if you can read the top of your card, it'll say action, conversation, or tell me what you think about, and then read what the card said, and then everybody can hear a little example of what some of these cards say because we're in the bedroom playing this with your significant other. Make sense? Okay, who has the 2?
I do.
And what is your name?
Jen.
Jen.
Yes.
Wonderful. Jen.
What terms do you want?
See, Jen, how easy is that? And half the time we don't even ask that question.
I have the answer right here too.
Were you at my party last? Were you at her party last time? Oh, those you look familiar. Jen, what did you get?
I got
Coochie cream.
which I thought last time I was here.
Coochie cream is the best thing ever. What'd you say, Jen?
Best.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yes. But we're going to talk about it really quickly, but it's Rash Free Shaving Cream. Fantastic. Best shaving cream on the planet. All right, who was the 4?
Me.
Oh, perfect. And what's your name?
Angela.
Angela? Okay, wonderful. All right, Angela, read your card.
It says, tell me what you think about sex with the lights on.
Tell me what you think about sex with the lights on, Angela. You don't have to tell me, but.
I like it.
Okay, Angela digs it. I'll tell you right now, they do too. That is very visual. Oh, Angela, you got lip lingerie. It is our lip primer, so it helps your lipstick stay on. It might be good for a wedding day. Yes, helps with feathering, helps it stay on longer. It's great. All right, who has the 6?
I do.
Perfect. And it's Angel, right?
Yes.
Okay, read your card.
Action. Feathers. Tie up, tickle, and tease your partner for 1 minute. Don't forget your blindfold.
Don't forget your blindfold. We're going to talk about blindfolds in a little bit too. All right, Miss Angel, pick a goodie. Oh, Angel, you got Body Dew. That works beautifully with the coochie cream. You got Body Dew. It's our after bath moisturizing oil for those of you that don't know. Fantastic. We're going to talk about that too in a minute. Who has the 8?
I do.
Perfect. Monica.
Where is your favorite place to have sex?
Oh, I think there's one more goodie. Yes, there it is. Ouch. Pick a goodie.
oh my god! I get lost.
It's okay.
Monica got whipped, by the way. It's our kissable, creamy lubricant. Come grab a piece of carpet.
Hey, look, come sit over here.
Yes.
Wherever you like.
There's pizza
and there's drinks over there, Layla.
Yes. All right. Who has the 10?
Oh, that was Layla has to get a peanut straw.
You.
Yes, she does.
And what's your name?
I'm Jessica.
Were you looking pretty last time too?
Yeah.
You look familiar.
Okay, so tell me what you think about sex on the kitchen table.
Yeah.
Jesse
My
likes
kitchen
it.
table's glass.
Jesse likes it. All right, I'm out of goodies, so you can steal.
Okay, so there's the primer, the coochie.
Lip primer, body dew, coochie cream, or whipped lubricant.
Let me get the whipped.
Sorry, Monica.
Sorry, baby.
Sorry. Is it? Do you go by Jess or Jess?
Jessie.
Jesse. All right, who is the one?
I do.
All right, back to Angel.
Tell me what you think about feathers and whips.
Naughty, naughty. All right, what would you like to steal? Would you like the coochie cream, the lip lingerie, or the whipped? Oh, they do work very great together. All right, who has the 3?
I do.
Oh, perfect. Back to Angela.
This is action, soft hands. Show your partner where and how to touch you for 1 minute.
That's a good card to get, Angela. That's a good one. All right, what would you like to steal? Coochie cream, body dew, or whipped?
I'll stick with mine.
Someone may steal that from you, though. Just
Okay,
saying. Then you'd have nothing.
I'll take the coochie cream.
Oh, pass it over. All right,
Coochie cream.
who has the 5?
I do. You'll still get that
All right, read your card.
Conversation. Explain what you love most about me.
I like dress. What would you like to steal? Oh, coochie cream vaccine. Aren't you glad you stole? Right?
She has one.
All right, who has the 7?
Me.
7. Back to Jen. Okay.
Using bondage.
Tell me what you think. Is it tell me what you think?
Oh, tell me what you think. I just read using bondage.
Tell me what you think about using bondage. All right, Jen. What would you like to steal?
Jesse.
Jessie. Sorry. All right, who are you, Donovan? Who has the 9?
I do.
Oh, back to Angela. Okay. Angela has best friends from high school. Tell me what you think about what? Or it's an action card, okay?
Action, yeah. Grab your favorite spirit on the lubricant and use it on your partner wherever you want for 1 minute.
Nice. All right, Miss Angela, what would you like to steal?